like how hard it is when something is brand new to kind of bet on it, because you didn't have the benefit of hindsight of how successful this thing was going to be or how big it was going to be.
No idea. At the beginning, people were PayPaling me $50 to post something. Wow. So I was like, that's how early it was. And I was like, you would pay me $50 to post something? Let's go. Like, I was so excited.
Yeah, that's incredible. And when you started doing makeup tutorials and everything, was that somehow, and what I love about that story is you set out to be a TV anchor, right? Like that's what you wanted to be. Then you go into PR, realize that being behind camera doesn't work. Then you do makeup tutorials. Was doing makeup tutorials fulfilling somewhat of a passion of being in front of camera? Like that obviously wasn't being a news anchor, but there was something about it that was feeling right.
Yeah, I always had a passion for sharing things that I loved with an audience. And so at the time, I thought being a TV host was the only way to do this, because I had to be on a show to talk about things that I loved, to share it with people. When YouTube came around and I'm like, you can upload videos and talk about whatever you want and people can watch it, it was always the things I felt I wanted to do in my heart when I grew up. But when I grew up, there was no platform to do that. And then at the time when I was auditioning, I was going to a lot of shows to be a host. And every time I would get towards the end and they would be like, we're going to give this job to this celebrity. Like this celebrity host is going to do this job. And I'm like, well, how am I ever supposed to be known if I don't get the opportunity? With the internet, we're in such an amazing place where we can take our careers into our own hands. There's no one to tell us no. You can create the content. And if the audience is there and people want it, they will show up. They will watch, they will download, they will follow, they will listen. And so it was everything I wanted in this new platform. And it finally gave me a place where I wasn't getting told no in an audition, that someone didn't have to say yes to me, and I could prove and show that I had this audience online. And so I love it so much, and it was everything I wanted to do when I grew up. I just didn't know that's what it was. And I always had a love for beauty.